Greetings, YouTubers and live videoers. It's me, Wayman29, and I figured I'd come on and make a video to Hindsight 2020's Holy Underwear, a Spiritual Rabbit's Foot. This is a pretty interesting topic because all these symbols and things that people do are extremely important. And if I was a group leader myself and I knew the mechanics on how it worked, I would definitely implement something exactly like this. Because even though they are mere material things, they psychologically empower people. One of the best examples that I came across for this sort of thing isn't the Mormons, but maybe possibly where the Mormons might have got the idea from. I know there's probably a long history behind it that I don't know about because I never looked into it, but it would be the Native American ghost dance with the ghost dance shirts. I'm not sure exactly how it started, but I know that Wovoka, who was a Paiute in California, he was brought up Baptist, and he started mixing Native American religion and Christianity together, and he said that if Native Americans met certain requirements, so-called forcing the end, the earth would be renovated and all the white people would be gone, Buffalo would be restored. He had a vision. He looked into a hat and he seen it, and then he started preaching it to the Oglala Sioux on the reservations and many other tribes on the reservations, and these depressed people started becoming more and more united and empowered by what happened. Granted, the whole thing ended at Wounded Knee. However, they would wear these shirts underneath their clothes with symbols and signs that were told. They would dance feverishly, the ghost dance. Mainly that type of thing was influenced by the Shakers, so that was implemented. They would have visions, and they would come back from seeing loved ones, and they would have hallucinations and such things. So if you kind of see it that way, there's some really interesting stuff going on, and some people, they might use it as just trinkets. However, if used in the correct way, what am I saying? Which with the topic that I get thinking, and I'm like, wow, how could I use this, to my evil ends? But it's a very good point. The Native American ghost dance and the idea of that may have very much affected Joseph Smith and those ideas. I don't know for sure. I'm not going to put it out there. But another thing to think about is how people dressed in, say, early Free Methodists. I mean, you wore only black to church. You weren't allowed to wear gold because you weren't allowed to draw attention to yourself. And a lot of the things that people wear are in retaliation to secular society. Like, I'm not sure what the burqa has to do with it. However, it became more and more of a requirement as Western society imposed their views on the Islamic viewpoints in the Middle East. And so that's how a lot of those things originate. And some people, yes, some kind of magical power is definitely associated with those kinds of things. You can read George Fraser, The Golden Bough, where he discusses some of that, sympathic magic, practical magic, on how different things do things. Then going back again to Native American, and especially a lot of ideas that floated over into New Age, has some pretty interesting things. So awesome video. You got me thinking, got me all excited. Take care, and hope you're doing well. Take care, YouTubers. Take care of yourself and each other.